Hello everyone, I am Yuan Yi. Today, I'm going to introduce how to use Advanced Horizontal Pod Autoscaler, AHPA, for predictive scaling in ACK. First, let's install the AHPA add-on. Both ACK and serverless Kubernetes ASK clusters support the AHPA add-on. In this example, an ACK cluster is used. Click Operations, and then Add-ons. Find the AHPA add-on, and click Install. You can see that the AHPA add-on has been installed. Next, let's configure a data source to collect metrics. First, let's check the data source. You can create a config map to configure the data source. This operation is very simple. You only need to specify a Prometheus URL. Let's create the config map. The config map is created. Next, let's create an AHPA custom resource, CR. Let's take a look at what an AHPA CR includes. Here you can complete the corresponding metric settings. You can set the threshold of the CPU utilization metric to 50%. Then you can specify the minimum and maximum numbers of replicas. In addition, you can set scale strategy to observer or auto. In observer mode, you can check the predictive trend without making the configuration take effect. Generally, we recommend that you use the observer mode after your application is initially launched. This code snippet specifies the workload to which the configuration applies. Here a deployment is specified. The last code snippet specifies the scaling boundaries. You can specify the start time and end time for the duration of a scaling activity. You can see that the AHPA CR has been created. Next, let's check the predictive trend. You can simply run this command. This command specifies the name of the corresponding AHPA CR. Then load the content of the AHPA CR into a local HTML file. The upper graph shows the CPU utilization. The lower graph shows the number of pods. You can see that the blue curve indicates the actual CPU utilization. The green curve indicates the CPU utilization predicted by AHPA. You can see that sufficient CPU utilization is predicted. The lower graph shows the number of pods. In this graph, you can see that the green curve indicates the number of pods predicted by AHPA. You can use a relatively small number of pods for sufficient CPU utilization. Then, let's make the configuration take effect. You only need to set the scaling mode to auto. Now the configuration is complete. You can see the number of pods that have taken effect after AHPA is used.